Hello kids, let's learn about angles today.
Angle.
An angle is the space that is formed when two lines meet at a point. Let's use these two pencils to see it. Hold one pencil still. Now bring the other pencil so that it touches the first one at one end. We can say the pencils meet at a point. And the space between the two pencils when they open up is the angle. The two lines are the arms or sides of the angle. The point where the lines meet is called vertex. Let's look at this book to understand angles. Imagine the two covers of the book are like the arms of an angle, and the place where they are joined is the point where the angle starts. When the book is completely closed, the covers are together, so the angle is 0. As you start to open the book, the space between the covers gets bigger and the angle becomes larger. So, just like opening a book, the more you open it, the bigger the angle becomes, and when it is closed, the angle is 0.
Yeah, now I get it.
Angles aren't just something we see in math class. They are all around us. Let's look at some fun examples to see where angles show up in real life. Pizza slice. Each slice has an angle at the tip. Scissors. When you open them, the blades make an angle. Clock. At 3 o'clock, the hands form a right angle.
Interesting.
An angle tells us how much one line has turned away from the other. Let's see how it is measured. Start with one line fixed and another line that can turn from the same point. The amount of swing equals the angle. If the moving line hardly turns, it's a small angle. If it swings exactly to form an L with the first line, a right angle is formed. If it swings halfway across, it's a straight angle. If it goes all the way around back to the start, it's a full turn. We measure angles in degrees.
Degrees.
Written with a small circle. Right angle equals 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
Straight angle equals 180 degrees.
180 degrees.
Full turn equals 360 degrees. A circle has 360 degrees in total.
360 degrees.
Degrees are like tiny steps in a circle. If you walk all 360 steps, you are back where you started. To measure how big or small an angle is, we use a special tool called protractor. A protractor looks like a half circle with numbers from 0 to 180 degrees, written along the curved edge. Right angle. Hold one pencil straight across the desk. Place the second pencil upright so together they form an L shape. Look, this is a right angle.
Right angle?
It's nice and proper like the corner of a book. Right angles are always 90 degrees. The corners of a square make a right angle. Window or door corners are also right angles. Corners of a smartphone, tablet or TV screen are also right angles. Acute angle. Now, move the second pencil closer towards the first one so the space is narrower than the L shape. When the space is smaller than a right angle, it's called an acute angle.
Acute angle.
Acute means tiny or sharp. It looks like the sharp tip of a pizza slice or a narrow V. Acute angles are always less than 90 degrees. Other examples of acute angles are the tip of an ice cream cone, hands of a clock showing 2 o'clock is less than 90 degrees. Scissors. When the blades are just a little bit open, the space between them is small. Obtuse angle. But if the angle grows bigger than the right angle, it turns into an obtuse angle. Obtuse means large or wide.
Obtuse angle.
Think of it as a roof of some houses. Roofs that spread wider than a sharp peak. Obtuse angles are more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Other examples of obtuse angles are the corners of a stop sign are obtuse angles. The bend in a hockey stick is usually wider than a right angle, so it forms an obtuse angle. The triangular shape of a hanger usually has a top angle where the hook is as an obtuse angle.
Interesting.
Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.